Hi, I'm Letitia Isabella, and I'm here with Laylas today. Layla is a Somalian refugee who is living here on Maui and spent more than half her life trying to get to the United States. And more about her story can be seen on YouTube. But our concern here today is after everything that Layla went through to get into our country, she found herself in an abusive marriage. And in trying to escape a bad situation, she trusted our Child Protective Services to help her, so she could find a new place to live that was safe. And in doing so, when she finally did find a place, this wonderful apartment, 2 bedrooms, in a really nice little neighborhood, they took away her children. They said she had abandoned her children. And now it has been a year since she's even been allowed to see her children. So, Layla, do you want to explain more about how you feel and what you would like to do to bring your family back together?
I miss my children so much. I came here for seeking for freedom with my precious children, my gift of all. I live for them, my precious children, for every day. Again, as my dear friend mentioned, Letitia, I was trying to get out of the relationship. Although my relationship was, at the time, my ex-husband was providing, because he was in the Navy SEAL, and after he get out of the Navy SEAL, himself had a post-traumatic stress, and which caused us violence at home. And I didn't have any family or friends. He brought me over here. We met in Washington State, so he brought me to Maui, and I didn't know where to turn. I went to CPS, not knowing what they are entitled, and seeking for help. I was hoping for them to help me find another resources for me and my children to live a safer environment. Instead of helping me, they take away my children. They told me I had to separate it from my ex, which I didn't know anyone else. But I had to do it. I had to do what's best for my children and for me not to live in domestic violence and wanting for better life for my children. So I didn't have anyone else, so they say that is considered abandonment. Since you don't have a family or friends or anywhere you can go, we're taking away your children. So they take away my children, but I separated from my ex. I gathered my life together. I didn't speak English good at the time. I couldn't even explain myself fully. Nevertheless, I was able to get a full-time job. I had to get a legal vehicle. Eventually, I enrolled myself in a college in 2009, but around by that time, they were terminating my parental rights. So I told them by the time 2010, I was able to ask an interpreter, and I explained to them that I didn't understand what was going on. Although I have combined everything just to go through finger point. I've completed the parenting education. They told me to take counseling classes for my domestic violence situation. I've completed everything they wanted me to. I've rented a 2-bedroom house for my children. I've worked so hard to get a stable situation here. And right after I did, they took away my children. They say you run out of time. And then also one thing they say is considered abandonment is they give my children medication, which I was not familiar. So when I refused to give some of the medication, they say that is considered abandonment. After all, they don't have anything. I never harmed my children. I had a visitation the visited, the people who did the supervised visitation, the people who had taken the parent education, everyone testified in court that I have complied. I have a therapy who testified in court and says that it's the magical with how far Layla come over, and I have a faith that Layla can take care of my children. I'm almost three classes away getting my associate degree. I have a 2-bedroom apartment for my children. I have a people to support. I never harm or threaten harm to my children. I'm a mother who loves her children so much, and I have suffered injustice my whole life. I look forward to my whole life. I spend it. One day I'm gonna live free. One day.
Yes.
I can't enjoy life, but my precious children means everything to me. Please, I need help. I need an attorney. I have reached to many non-profit organizations, and including legal aid and a bunch of other, and they said no, I haven't been able to find any help. Legal aid said they're conflict of interest. I'm a capable mother. There's children who in need. I'm a capable mother who loves her children. I need help getting my children. I don't have thousands to hire a lawyer. I haven't been able to see my children.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why we decided this is what best we can do. Unfortunately, we're not incredibly wealthy, and we want to help our friend, and we want to bring this to the light of day and appeal to those of you out there who are viewing this to please help.
What I need is an attorney, a pro bono attorney, people who can connect to me and bring this to the light. This is injustice, it's not fair. America, I love this country, it's the greatest country, and because people like you and Letitia and your husband who helping behind the camera, and a lot of people is being helpful and feeling sympathy, but I need action. I need people who can take action and make a difference. My children are suffering. They're going to be going through PTSD too because they live without their parents. This is not justice, and it needs to stop. My goal is to help a larger content of people, but I need to help my children. I just need to raise my children. I won't be able to raise my children. Please help us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I wish we could do this, but it'll happen.